target are you going to set my handicap at?
Well, can I say from looking at what I've just seen?
Yeah,
can I say?
Yeah, absolutely. Let's go.
So I think we're on the lower areas of the rounds this year was around handicap 19, 18 on the index.
Yeah, I'll be right.
So if you've done that, because there was 2 areas where you've done that over your last 100 rounds.
Yeah.
There's two stronger areas.
Yeah.
So that is guaranteed.
Yep.
If you're working in your game, getting the chance to play more, practicing, having lessons with me, and I expect that to be achievable quickly.
To achieve this, how much practice do I need to do? I went to range the other day, and didn't just beat balls. You'd be pleased.
I was going to say it doesn't mean much.
I didn't just beat balls. Put the course in my head. Played every hole.
Okay.
All right. Just got 50 balls. Like
Did you
said.
put on the mat as well? Did you put?
I didn't put. That was the only bit. Obviously, I didn't do. But played it like I would play the course.
Okay, good.
So the driving was much better. I don't know why, because maybe it was just not beating balls, but it was much more thinking about the shots more. Do you know what I mean? Yeah,
it's the repetition. It's having the fresh muscle memory of each shot. You're hitting so quickly, which is great. And there was somebody I met once who's mad into sport and the sport psychology. And I'm not kidding. When I say people machine gun golf balls at the range, he was doing that. He put one down, and he told me that I'm pretty sure if you hit another shot within 8 seconds, your brain remembers the muscle memory from the previous shot.
Really?
So if you're doing it correctly, you're ingraining strong muscle memory of a change.
But if you're doing badly...
horrific. Yeah, but most of us won't do it right.
Well,
and you've got to think. If you're making a change, you've got to think, and it will take more than 8 seconds. But he's there slamming balls over...
Like bang, bang, bang.
He's a big lad, and so he can do it.
What are we calling him? Machine Gun Harry?
Yeah, I can't remember his name. When I was in Dubai, and he was mad into it. And you just look at him thinking... You go back and get more baskets. So obviously he's loaded as well. But that was his idea.
Pounding golf balls.
And he was I'm not lying. He was consistently smashing these balls.
That's mental.
Yeah,
that is actually mental.
So I think when you're doing it, when you're repeating your shots, you are maintaining some form of that over the time you're hitting your shots and thinking as well. So I think that definitely helps. You're ingraining a good amount of practice there.
So what's the target? This is going to hurt, isn't it?
Well, the target it's definitely. Index of 18, definitely.
Oh, wow.
So what was that?
That's 4 shots.
Yeah, well, it's 4.9, isn't it?
Well, yeah. All right, 4.9.
4.9,
yeah. All right.
4,
smart arse.
So, I think that's achievable from what I've seen you play with. And we've not played.
We haven't played it. No, we haven't played it.
We've not had many lessons.
Yeah.
And we talk a lot about it. And we're looking to do more this coming year. Getting excited for the season. So I think that's more than achievable for any golfer.
So what?
But so the target, you could ask for. If you're being hungry and looking for a lot of practice, you'd ask for 2 less than that.
Yep.
You'd ask for 16.
What then? What do I need? Do I need some sort of routine to get this down?
I think it's being as honest as you can about your own game.
Yeah. Sitting
there and writing down on a piece of paper what are the worst parts of my game.
Yeah.
Picking 3.
Yeah.
Pick 3 areas which are bad.
Well, 5 lip outs at the minute.
Yeah. but some days they might feel good. Think, no, it's not too bad. No, it's all right.
Yeah.
No. Be honest, it isn't good. It isn't good enough. I do this for myself. It's not good enough. So when you see me on the course getting annoyed and you say, "Oh, it wasn't that bad," I'm livid. It was gash. It wasn't good at all. So choosing 3 areas.
Yeah.
And we smash them. Okay. And so we're honestly happy with them.
Okay.
And we work on one thing at a time in those areas. Nothing else. Once we're happy with that one bit, we smash the next part.
Cool.
When you're a person who rushes, I'm just going to do a bit of this, bit of that, it's just not, you might lose a shot.
Yeah.
We're going to drop them
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Cool. So I've started a bit of yoga,
That's good.
Yeah. Do you know what? I was reading about that. It's actually really good for your golf game.
Absolutely.
It helps your flexibility.
I've done it a few times. I'm not great in flexibility. So, it definitely helps.
Yeah, it definitely helps. But we'll leave that one. That one for another day.
Don't want to see you stretching.
There's absolutely no need for that. No need. Right, okay. A few listener questions.
Right, go.
So we got Steve. And
Steve,
he's got a pretty neutral swing path. Yep.
Is this by numbers? Neutral? Or just play a neutral shot?
Yeah, it's just neutral. So not fade, not but he on the 13th, I know what hole he's talking about. There's a out of bounds down the right-hand side.
Is this the long straight one?
This is the long straight one down the side. Yeah, par 4. And there's a bunker on the right-hand side. Okay. So if you're like me and you fade, you're in for that bunker because you know it'll come back to the fairway. Yes. And there's a bit of rough and there's a bit of like cops sticking out in one bit of it as well, if you know it. You remember it? Yeah. Sort of 3/4 down the hole. So he finds himself going out of bounds a bit. He wants to hit a high fade on that hole. How can he change up his shot?
Right, unless you play a high draw already in some part of your game that you can do and control, it's not as easy as me just saying right now to do it. I mentioned at the beginning, I'm learning a draw at the minute. Yeah. It's not natural for me. Yeah. And I don't get a lot of hours to do it, but let's say you did get a lot of hours that, it may be trying to go to somebody and asking to be seen. Yeah. To do it correctly and put the hours in. But trying to learn a high draw for one shot, it isn't worth it. If he's got a neutral swing path, and if he's losing the ball to the right out of bounds, he's playing a slice. Okay. So to me, I would say look more at the club. That if he's hit the driver, it's very likely that on those shots, most of us we have the handle leading ahead. We've mentioned this before. Yep. The handle is leading ahead of the club head. Okay. And when you move if you stand there at address, have your driver on the floor, get it straight. Just nudge the handle to the left if you're a right-handed golfer. The face will open. Yep. And then pull it back and it'll close the other way. So when we get quite aggressive or a bit nervous and we're not really sure of what's going on, it's likely the handle's leading slightly. Therefore, and we get slightly raised hands because we jump a bit as well. We get a bit of a jump. Yep. So your hands raised, therefore more face plane tilt. A little bit of science there, it's face plane tilt. Yep. Therefore, the face is open even more and pointing more to the right. Cool. So if he's neutral, the path's great then. If he's got a neutral path, that's what most people look for. Yeah. So I would say... Would you stick with a neutral path and maybe just aim a bit? Absolutely. Because maybe it's in his head. Maybe that hole's in his head and he's like... It definitely is. If it's one hole, I want to learn the draw for this hole. Yeah. It's in his head. Like, just aim slightly left because it'll come baback, probably. To begin with, as a temporary fix, aim left towards a bunker and hit it hard. Yeah. Because you can still slice from it. It should still stay in bounds. Even if it's wild, it should still stay in bounds. If you hit it left where you're aiming, you're still in play. Yeah. It's a tough hole. If you take a 5 on there, you probably would take a 5 on there. Oh, yeah, you take a 5 all day. It's a long hole, that hole. It's a tough hole. But, so on that narrow shot, you'd be looking for just trying to control the handle, making sure the club head and the handle are level together. The hands aren't going in front, opening. If you're playing a slice and losing the ball to the right, its handle's open. Okay. Steve, let us know how you get on. It'd be great to hear some feedback. I wouldn't recommend learning a draw. It takes a lot of effort. It really does. When people say, I want to, in one lesson, or I want to start to learn the draw now, expect lots of practice over a long period of time. Okay. And it's not worth it for one shot, especially with a driver, which is the hardest club to control the draw. Yeah. So stick with your neutral path. Yeah. Focus on the handle. Fair play. Absolutely would. Just get more awareness of it in those shots. We're a bit nervous and not confident on that drive. Yeah. Yeah. Get it neutral. Next question. Got a question on grip. Driver again. How does it change? Joy. And Joy. She says, Joy. She's asked questions. Oh, same before. Lady. Joy, yeah. Right. Okay. So how does the grip? Should she have a firm grip or a soft grip on her driver? What would you advise? I would never say firm grip for anything. Yeah. Never firm. There we go. Firm restricts your hands. Yeah. Restricts movability, control within the club face. A golf swing should have a lot of feel. Yeah. It should feel fluid. Yeah. And on a driver, it's long. You feel more. It's a longer, heavier. Well, it's not. Well, it feels heavy because it's a longer club. There's more awareness of what's going on than with a wedge. So more neutral, more a light touch. A lighter. Almost. Yeah. Absolutely. The grip pressure for me, if you're a person who grips it firm, I would describe it to you as 4 out of 10. Yeah. Yeah. It's enough to move the club around. Yeah. And not if you're gripping it tight, you might be nervous as well. Yeah, that's true. So grip pressure, which quite a few people are when they use a driver. Yeah, they grip it a bit tighter because it's the driver. Yeah. And it's like, oh, this might go wrong. Yeah, definitely. And it's not, that's not the thing to do, is it? Yeah. An example from me, I don't really grip the club tight when I'm a bit nervous. My shoulders go tight. Yeah. My shoulders go just rigid, and when I'm swinging, they're just not. I can't control the club enough. Yeah. So my swing plane's moving around, my swing centre's moving around. It's not very good because I'm just rigid. So yeah, it's just relaxing.
Yeah, interesting point. Yeah, just relax. Like basically every golf swing, just relax.
Yeah.
Don't try to kill it. It's a symbol. It is that simple.
We've all done those shots where we've hit a dead smooth swing and we've flushed it. We can't believe how far it's gone. And at the end of the day, it is that. But we know if we do that with speed, it will be even further. But most of us can't do it, and I struggle doing it.
Yeah.
So
me too.
Focus on soft, loose. Get the ball.
Get a nice swing, and the ball go where you want it.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Hopefully.
Exactly. Hopefully. Well, if the golfing gods are working for you, it'll hopefully go straight in the middle of the fairway. Last question. Sarah, she's fairly high handicapper. Okay. Wants to know what balls to use. She's 22, 23, I think. And she just wants to know what balls would suit her better. Would she go for distance balls that are a bit harder, or should she go for a softer field ball?
I would go for a softer field ball.
Okay, why?
I think if you're new to the game, it's never really about distance.
Okay.
Unless it's obvious, like you're really struggling, your swing is really struggling to get distance. You're looking to control the golf ball.
Yeah.
And I think most of it is around the green. Short game, we always say, is more important than long game.
Yeah, short game is.
So if you're looking for a golf ball to gain feel with and get some response from, is a softer ball.
Yeah.
Especially in winter time.
Yeah.
I know they're not really massively needed because it's already wet and soft anyway. Yeah. But you can buy the cheaper ones. You can buy the cheaper, softer balls.
Yep.
And not have to go to the premium of the TP5 and Pro V1 soft. That kind. And just try and gain some feel around the ball. Focus more on controlling it rather than hitting it as far as you can.
Yeah.
Which most ladies don't. Most ladies don't try and grip it and rip it. They're more sensible. They try and control the shot. So go for a softer one. And if I had to give examples of a ball,
go on.
A cheaper alternative.
Srixon 8333.
No, they're firmer. I'd say Srixon soft feel. They have a Srixon lady, but there's no such thing as a ladies' golf ball.
Yeah, exactly.
But I'll say Srixon soft feel. You've got the tailor-made soft response.
Yep.
You've got Titleist Tour Soft. Is it called?
Might be.
I think it's Tour Soft or True Feel. I think.
I think it might be Tour Soft.
And then Callaway Super Soft, cracking ball. Yeah. So any of those four. Recommend it. And you buy a sleeve of all four.
Yeah.
Test them. Which one do you like? Find your ball.
Well, this is it, because balls do matter, don't they?
Absolutely, balls do matter.
It will.
They do,
it will. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But it does help your game if you find the right ball that works for you. Yes. It will actually help your game rather than just buying a random ball.
Definitely. When my swing room is up and running, I'll have roughly around 8 golf balls.
Yeah.
On my machine, I'm testing all 8 for the best ball for me.
Brilliant. Let's get a video of that.
You can get some feedback.
Absolutely. Let's get feedback. Let's get a video and let's crack on. Luke, it's been a pleasure.
Yeah.
Can't believe we're at the end of 2021.
Oh yeah.
All I've got left to say is Happy New Year, and we'll see you in 2022.
The same to you. Happy New Year.
Thanks very much, mate.
And the same to our listeners.
Absolutely.
We appreciate it. Thank you for listening and asking your questions. We appreciate it. And
we do.
Yeah.
And send more in. Send more in,
yeah.
So that me and Luke can
send some questions on the social media.
Absolutely. Let's get them going, folks. And Happy New Year, and wish you all the best for 2022.
Absolutely. Take care, guys.